Hi everyone.
Hi.
Today is our video discussion 6. So we are from LEX 2045 Seed Motivation Group 49. My name is Cheng with metric number 196153.
My name is AMALINA binti HASYMI with metric number 195836.
Hi, my name is ANNISSA ADHWA binti AZHMEE SHAHRILL with metric number 197182.
Hello everyone, my name is ABARRNAA with the matrix number 197739.
Hi everyone, I'm PRIYASHINI JEEVNANTHAN with the matrix number 199286.
Hello everyone, I'm VITYASHRI PARAMESWARAN with the metric number 197249.
Okay, so here we are for our last video discussion. So our video for today was about power of knowledge. So I would like to begin first with talking about the values which I found from this video. So before I talk about the values, let me give a short briefing about what this video was about. This video was about this motivated talking about his life experience where his father advised him about the importance or the power of knowledge rather than just getting it from a schooling. So how his father and how other people motivated him and how he's becoming to who he is currently. So the values which I found in this video was about dedication, because I love the factor how he mentioned about his father. His father was a cook who's a dropout, school dropout, if I'm not mistaken, third year dropout. But the father did not, despite he leaving school, he didn't let his education stop. I like the way how his father was dedicated, where he didn't he didn't stop the way of getting knowledge, even though he stopped schooling, because we always think that if we go to school only we can get knowledge. And I like the factor where he told to his child, that his child who is the motivator, that even though if you stop schooling also you can, there's still many ways for you to obtain knowledge. And I like the way he say that you can rather be an hour early than being a minute late. That shows the dedication he had towards obtaining the knowledge or doing something. And I feel that's a very important value which we can get from this video, and with something which all of us should apply in our life. So what do you guys think?
Yes, I am highly agree with what AB said. With the power of knowledge, we can see that the speaker's father has gained a lot of knowledge that able to help him to become so successful, and also able to raise his children very well as a successful person as well. And this shows that the power of knowledge is completely beneficial, as it can help us to control and change our life. And it is not all about what we receive, but also about what we could gain by ourselves. And other than that, I would like to say that this video is very impactful from the aspect that they are saying, from what the speakers are saying, that make sure that your servant tower is bigger than your ego, and your pride is burden of the foolish person. From this, what I see is that the speakers is trying to say that the ego and pride will cause us to hide behind our stupidity. And this will cause us to ignore the need for us to seek for more knowledge. And this will cause the ego, this will cause our ego to trigger us to feel like we are already good enough and we don't need to gain knowledge anymore. And with this, this is a very big barrier for us to achieve our goals. What you guys think?
I agree with. Yeah, proceed. You go first. You go first.
Thank you. Thank you. I agree with Anissa's point. I also the value that I got from the video is the father's advice that state it is okay to face failure in our life. And I also love a quote that his father gave, which is rock bottom can also be a great foundation on which to build and grow. So that means failure can be a great lesson for us to become a better and successful person. So from failure, we learn how to solve the problem and also motivate ourselves to become a greater and successful person. Also, in fact, every successful person in this world had faced failure in their life before they become a big person. And also, I love how his father advised him to not give up when face failure, because he just insists that to his son to keep standing no matter how hard it is, and don't ever give up even you face failure. Learn from the failure and become a better person.
I agree with all of you. I would just like to add some points here. Knowledge makes the person more powerful by giving a person a more mental and moral advancement in life. Knowledge actually helps us in our future planning and also steers us to the right path by giving us a great experience that we can bring out throughout our life. It also helps us to overcome all our weakness, even the faults we make will give us a life experience to how to face difficulties in our life with confidence and also to control them as soon as possible. Other than that, it gives us a positive changes in our society and also country. We can say that knowledge is actually, the power of knowledge is actually the pillar to success and happiness. In short, we can say that knowledge keeps peace in the society by keeping people away from other social evils and also fights.
That's a good point, Priya. So the values that I obtained from this video, there are two. So the first one is when the person say combine knowledge and wisdom to grow your influence so that you will make up an impact. Basically, knowledge comes from our learning from the subjects that we learn in the school, while wisdom means from the living, like the experiences and the judgments that we come across throughout our life. So, um, together with knowledge and wisdom, we can be a successful or great person. So that's what uh, person's father mentioned in that video, tried to mention in the video. For example, a lady can become a doctor with her knowledge of medicines or diseases. She might be working from 9 o'clock. She might be treating her patients at a regular office, and then she might finish her work, leave that hospital after her working shift. But successful doctor or great doctor will make sure the patients feel cared for, where she explains even the smallest thing in the patient's medication. Besides, she will also work on explaining about the serious things that's happening in the world, right? Like the pandemic to the world, and also inform the public to do the right thing. The second thing that I learned from this video is never judge people. Instead, get to know them better, because you never know about a person until you talk to them. And you will might regret later letting the person go, or you might miss you might feel miss the personality.
So from this video, what I learned from this video is he mentioned that left school doesn't mean that education stopped. It is because my grandmother also have a similar experience, because my grandmother also studied until standard 3 only. Then after that, she need to work in the farm and then take care of her sister and brother. So until now, although she doesn't have higher education, but she can also read the newspaper, the subtitles of the movie, because she learned by herself, by reading books, by reading the newspaper, learning the words by herself. So other than that, he also mentioned that better isn't good enough when it can become better. And it is when we aim low and hit, it is not the way that we should practice, because when we just aim low, then we have the 100% of confidence we can do it, we can make it. And then finally, at the end of the day, we didn't improve ourselves, we didn't challenge ourselves, and we didn't know our limit. So how about the impact of this video?
Can I talk about the impact? Okay, so we have discussed about the values. So in terms of impact, I love the video how a speaker was mentioning about a few quotes by famous personalities. But one of the quote which attracted me the most was from Mark Twain, where he said, "I never allowed schooling get way in my education." I think that's a very important point, because somehow we every time think, oh, it's been implanted in us that when we go school, then we are able to obtain knowledge. Well, I do agree that school is one of the medium where you can obtain knowledge, but however, that isn't the only source for us to obtain knowledge or education, because as we go at places or as we go every day, we meet new people, we are getting some inputs or some kind of knowledge. So it shouldn't be implanted as that if a person is able to enter school only, he'll be able to succeed with proper knowledge, because I feel that even there's so many great scientists in the world or great achievers like Albert Einstein who were school dropouts as well, but they were able to achieve so many things with the knowledge they learned from themselves. So I like how Cheng mentioned about the quote, better isn't good enough if we can be the best. So I feel like as a human being, as a student, we should always be the best thing of ourselves, best version of ourselves, instead of trying to say that I should be better than the person, I should be good than the person. The moment when you feel you're in your best version, that's when you can impart your knowledge to other people and other people can get inspired by you. So what do you guys think?
I think this video is very impactful due to the voice tone that the speaker used in this video. It is very calm and soothing, and at the same time, it highlights the main point or the quote that is important to deliver the message in this video. I also love when the speaker's choice of words is simple and direct. Uh, and rather than using the long sentences and very flowery sentences, because simple and direct sentences can deliver the message very impactful rather than the long sentences. That's my point of view.
Yes, I also agree with what AMALINA said. The vocal projections of the speakers is very good and very clear, and is so easy to understand. And other than that, I would like to add on for the impact of the video. As for me, I think this video is very impactful because it taught us that knowledge is not all about something that can help us to gain a successful life, but it also will taught us from other aspects, such as on how we should behave, on how we should be kind to each other, don't judge each others, and it is very important as to make us to become a better person as well.
Yes, I agree with you, Anissa. This video really gives us a lot of impact, and it really made me to realize that the most valuable things in this world is knowledge. Everything else, like in our life, like money, health, things, and love, they all actually come and go. They can be always taken away from us, but the only thing that cannot be taken away from us is the knowledge.
Yes.
That's a good point. So, like what ABARRNAA and AMALINA mentioned just now, I like the way how the person's father included quotes when every time he gives advice to his son, and the fact that uh, the person, the fact that the person who was talking mentioned that a wise person once told, and so on. So the wise person may not necessarily be from a high educated background, but he can simply be a cook, a normal cook, and with lot of knowledge, and he can give motivation to his son and also to other people. Also, I like the one of the quote in that video mentioned, "You are what you repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence ought to be a habit and not an act. It's not only show our dedication to reach our goals, but also our will to improve ourselves."
Yes, I think it is really true because he mentioned that how you do anything is how you do everything. Because when you have the usual practice, like you doing the things at the last minute, then you will continue this action in the next task or the next assignment. One of the most impactful question in this video, I think, is how you living, because this question makes me think a lot how I living, because until now I'm 23 years old. Then I think most of my time is just education, study, and then just from the kindergarten, primary school, secondary, and then until now I'm a university student. So I think I'm lack of the experience in the real world outside the school, outside the university. So I think this question is really impactful from this video.
That's a good point, Cheng. I do agree with you. So what do you guys think about the effectiveness of this video before we can conclude the video?
I think that video is not only for students, and it's a very good video that even people from all ages can watch this video, can improve their motivation.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we all have given our point of view in terms of values, impact, and effectiveness. And this video was, like as Vidya said, is a all-rounder kind of video. All age groups can watch, and I think we have learned a lot from this video, and as well as the past 5 videos of motivation we watched. So I think that's all from us from Group 49. So thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.